Hey guys, so this week I have some interesting food for thought for you. I had like a random thought cross my mind this past week, and so my partner and I started a conversation about it. And basically, the thought that spurred this whole conversation was, why is it that it takes us so long as humans to begin walking, talking, and all the basics. Whereas when you see pretty much any other animal or mammal specifically, as soon as they're born, they are able to walk. They're able to pretty much like do the very basic things for themselves that are necessary. And humans, as babies, up until I would say like age 1, maybe age 2, depending upon what specific types of development we're talking about, um, need complete care and need someone else to do things for them. So we ended up looking into it, and what causes this is due to the sheer brain size of human beings. We sacrifice early development for early brain development. So, in order to be able to do all the things we're doing, like, walking, talking, chewing gum at the same time, being able to have such deep thought processes, to evoke true emotions that are very deep, very complex. In order to achieve all these things, we sacrifice the first year or two of life and bodily development so that we can develop our brains. So I think this is a perfect example that human beings are meant to master their brains and their minds before we master our bodies. And once we master the brain and the mind, the body will start to kind of fall into place because they work together, but we rely specifically on our brain in order to control our bodies. So I thought that that was really interesting. And when bringing up this topic to my mother recently, she had brought up a really cool quote, and I thought it went hand in hand with this kind of research that I've been doing, and the interesting debate that it spurred. This quote was by Thomas Aquinas, who was a well-known theologian, and the quote is, "We can't have full knowledge all at once. We must start by believing, then afterwards we may be led on to master the evidence of ourselves." Again, this is a perfect example that we truly have to use our brains before we can use our bodies so that everything else can fall into place accordingly. And if there is evidence since hundreds of years ago of people having these beliefs, and there's now scientific evidence, obviously, that we sacrifice bodily development so that we can develop our brains in the early stages of growth and life. Why not go ahead and continually develop that brain muscle and your relationship with your mind so that your relationship with your body can fall into place as well? So I hope this spurs some deep thought for you this week, and brings you into some new thought processes or body routines for yourself. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Love and light.